Male loneliness is felt online. Female loneliness is felt in person. New York City, for example, is having dating parties where the women pay $100 and the men go for free. The attendance ratio is still 3-to-1 women to men. And no doubt the men who attend are terrible. And this kind of reminded me of entrepreneur clubs. When you go to an entrepreneur club, it's just a bunch of real estate agents and people who are not real entrepreneurs, people you would never meet. Because no successful entrepreneur really goes to an entrepreneur meetup. Just how no successful guy is going to go to some in-person dating thing. I also wonder if the women who go to this even look like these women. In any case, dating in New York City sucks, especially if you're a woman.
I do not talk to women with kids, bro. Soon as I see she got a kid, I follow her on Instagram in the club, she bad. I'm talking about knock and smack. Fire.
Yeah. But
she got a little kid emoji in the bio.
Why not?
Don't
be the most responsible.
You don't do dating.
But you know what?
That's what I like.
But now
I know she got some money.
But
you
know she responsible. Most women with kids will say the same thing. They don't want to talk to it. They got kids. It's crazy. I realized that recently. Nigga, I didn't know that.
I need my female to be accessible at all
Whenever I want you, come here, get here.
3, 4, 5, 6 in the morning. If I text you and say I'm on my way home, that ain't me selling. I don't ask for you to come. You know to come. You know what I'm saying? I don't deal with baby daddies. I'm not dealing with nothing. Husbands, ex-husbands, none of that. Baby, I'm not dealing with them.
Yeah.
And what's funny is she's got in the caption here, we got back together, but he still won't pay my bills. Hashtag, should I dump him? Why does he need to pay your bills? You're not his wife. I don't understand that. You guys are out here thinking that a man should do for you, and you're not even doing it for him. You're racking up debt. Yes, you should get a part-time job and pay your bills. Are you okay? What do modern women be thinking? The utter audacity of modern women is, it's crazy. It goes beyond crazy. It's almost darn near psychotic.
Guys who are like, where do we find girls at? We don't want to approach them in the gym. Where are they hiding? Do we have to go to Whole Foods? Do you know where we are? We're out doing our favorite things at our favorite places. We're enjoying our hobbies. Don't worry about where we are. Be where you want to be. If we're meant to meet each other, then we will. Don't orchestrate meeting me so that you can pretend that you like the same thing that I do, only for you to eventually get resentful that you have to do that very thing because I thought that it was something that you like to do because that's where you were. I don't know if you're like, well, the girls that I like, they're all sitting at home. Then they haven't found their hobbies yet. They're still trying to figure themselves out. They're trying to find out their identity. You don't want them yet. Okay. And they don't want you yet. They're not ready. When they're ready, they'll find the things that they love and then they'll go do the things that they love. And then that's where you can meet them. Don't look for them. Go to the places that you want to be. And if you have no places you want to be, that's the problem. Find things for you. Because once you're in a relationship, you're still going to need some level of autonomy. If you want to find girls, go to places and do things that you like to do. And if there are no things that you like to do, then you need to sit at home because you're not ready to have a girl.
What's going on, fellas? Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment down below. Let's get back to the video.
Is it cheating if a man wears his wedding band?
They can't be serious.
I'll tell you why it is.
Oh, goodness. They were being serious.
Because a lot of women are drawn to men that they know are taken. And so that man flaunting the fact that someone chose him is flaunting the fact that there's something to take.
So a man indicating for all the world to see that he is taken and in a committed relationship is now considered to be cheating because some women can't control themselves? Okay.
So he's trying to say, look at me, someone chose me, and this is why you should too.
Sometimes I think people just say whatever comes to mind when it should have remained an inside thought.
Special shout out to men that fidget with it. You know those men that you're talking to and they're like, it's like, first of all, are you trying to flaunt it and trying to get someone to be curious as to why someone chose you? Or are you trying to fling that off because that's also cheating?
Okay, let's get everything cleared up. If you are wearing your wedding ring, if you're a guy, then that is cheating in some weird person's mind. But also if you remove your wedding ring, that is also considered to be cheating. Gentlemen, I don't think there's any way you can win this. Sorry, there's just too many irrational individuals out there.
And you never really hear in these situations modern women taking any accountability. It's just that the man did somebody wrong. He was this, he was that. They can rattle off 5 to 10 things that was wrong with the man, but they really never rattle off 5 to 10 things that was wrong with the woman. What the woman did, how she might be back there talking back, doing some silly stuff, out here spending all the money that the family had, making the man work overtime. We never hear about that type of stuff, do we? And then have the nerve to be out here talking about coaching because they went to Dubai one time. Sit down somewhere. These are the women that we're looking at in their older, I don't want to say older age, but they're getting up in age, 40, 45, 50. They're going into the years to where you expect wisdom from them, and you're getting absolutely zero.
So apparently there's a conversation happening online right now about should married women or women in committed relationships be going on girls' trips with their friends. Now, I think this is a maturity issue, and here's why. Some of the girls don't know how to go outside, be outside, without going to the club, getting drunk, and shaking ass. Now, that's some of you. However, some of us know how to act, right? So when I say I want to go on a girls' trip, I want to go to a cabin in the snow and journal. I want to go to the desert and go on a long hike. I want to go on a yoga retreat in the forest with my friends. And my man doesn't want to do that, and that's fine. We have different interests, and that's okay. That's the reason why people have friends. However, if the only thing you know how to do with your friends is go to the club, then yeah, you should probably stay your behind at home, because you're going to end up doing something that you're going to regret. It's only based on your maturity level and the maturity level of your friend group. Do you know how to have fun with each other without alcohol and strange men? Yes or no? That'll answer the question.
When a man is able to walk away from a woman without feeling scared, without feeling anxious, or without feeling like he's failed, I promise you that woman will find you 50% more attractive by walking away. I promise you. Because we expect that obsession. We expect that attraction already. You know, if a man's coming up to us, we're like, oh, just another guy, I guess, you know, I'm attracting another guy. And then if you're acting like that, and the man is just like, all right, fine. If you're not interested, he walks away. That's where the woman's like, oh, maybe he's not actually that bad. Maybe he was actually interested in me. Maybe I should give him a chance. See that reverse psychology? There's no need to play these games, okay? You have options, act like it, right? I mean, I think the best way to go up to a woman is to not see it as an approach, to see it as an opportunity for her to meet you. If you're going up to a woman, it shouldn't feel like an approach, right? You're not cold approaching a woman. No, she's getting the opportunity to meet you. And if she doesn't like it, you walk away.
Woman in the comments here says, my ex owes me 14 and a half years of support, 5 contempt of court, and still nothing. No money to pay for more lawyers. Already had 6, and ex is buying them off, and the lawyer drops my case because I can't pay. It looks like it's time for you to get a job. What y'all try to do is rack up charges to get that man to pay you money. You know, and let's say, let me give you the benefit of the doubt here. Let's say this man, again, probably because of court order, he is supposed to be paying you back, okay? He is supposed to do that. What do modern women do when everything hits the fan? Because this is the exact question that men have to answer all of the time. All of the time they have to deal with this type of stuff. What happens when stuff hits the fan? When I'm ordered to pay something that I didn't know I had to pay, when I'm ordered to do something I didn't know I had to do. I have to go out there and make it happen. But these modern women continue to say that they don't need a man. And then when it's time for them to actually show they don't need a man, they try to drag the man back to court. What happened to making it happen? What happened to you didn't need a man? Oh, okay.
I know you're not somebody that's ever going to be like gushing over me. Yeah. It's like not your personality. And that's something that, like, I've had to come to terms with. I'm like accepting that, like, that's not like how you show me that you think that I'm pretty.
That makes sense.
Obviously, I would like for you to tell me that you think that I'm pretty. But I also know that that's not how you are.
Whatever you're begging a man to do, know there's another man who's willing to do it without being begged, without being guilt-tripped, manipulated, without any ultimatums at all. That man knows that's what you really want, and that's why he's going out of his way not to give it to you. I said it before, but I'll say it again. If you can't change the man, change the man. This is the equivalent of trying to force a square peg into a round hole. Girl, he doesn't fit. And you're telling him, and he's smiling and saying, yeah, you do want me to tell you that's pretty. Yeah, he ain't be negotiating with men for things that we need, things that we know are deal breakers and requirements for us. Because what men usually do is they go out of their way to intentionally withhold that thing for you. And then when they think they're about to lose you, then they're going to be like, you know what, because I do think you're pretty. They're going to say that while you're breaking up. They're going to offer you the dates the day you ask them to sign the divorce papers. They're going to promise to do better when they see the U-Haul truck pull up in the driveway. They're going to load the dishwasher when they see you coming in the house with moving boxes. You'll never have to beg, plead, manipulate, guilt trip a man into being the kind of man that you want him to be. You're not asking too much. You're just asking the wrong person for it.
I think I have decided that lesbians specifically are way more toxic than men. Not all of them, but I'm just saying, in general, I think lesbians are more toxic.
Literally makes me cringe and shiver in my boots is when femme girls treat their masked girlfriend like a boy. Like, baby, isn't the whole point of being that you're dating a girl? So why are you treating your masked girl, even though she dresses like a boy, why are you treating her like she's a boy? Just because of the way she dresses doesn't mean she wants to be treated like a boy. Unless you've been talking about it and she likes it. But there doesn't have to be a man of the relationship because the whole point is two women. So why would there be a man?
We are women too. Okay, I thought you knew that when you raised your goddamn hand and signed up and said that you wanted to be in a lesbian relationship, but you still wanted to be the feminine one, that you understood that you was gonna receive a stud woman, right? I like flowers and shit too. I like compliments. I like glitter, but that's my shit. Fucking talking about y'all be acting like we ain't gonna have no emotions. I'm not a man. I might cry. Talking about. So treat me like I am a woman. I'm a woman too. I thought you understood. Like, stop. Hey, this is for all the feminine women, okay? We are women too, okay? If you want some compliments, throw some this way. You want some flowers, bring me some. You talking about, I like my glittery too. I want some creep shit too. I'm a woman too.
Straight women think that men are the problem because they don't date women. As a woman who dates women, there's plenty wrong with women. Believe me.
Where to meet people in real life. I know we're all super tired of the dating apps, and whether or not you live in New York City, this is going to be very helpful. Number one, walking my dog. Yes, a guy literally stopped me on the street while I was walking Crackers, asked for my number. It was giving all the rom-com vibes. Didn't work out, but Crackers and I literally flew home after that encounter on our walk. Number two, Soho House. No, I am not a member. Yes, I was there with a friend, and I locked eyes with a guy, and he walked over, asked for my number. Another couple of times it has happened while I was eating dinner at the bar inside of a restaurant. Y'all, you cannot be afraid to do things alone. I get asked for my number by myself more than not. Soho Grand Hotel. This is a bar that is inside a hotel lobby that pops freaking off. You need to be going to places where things are popping off. You know the vibe. You know what's driving people there. You know which places are out there that you need to go to. Y'all, I love a hotel bar. When I lived in Philly, I used to go to the Ritz-Carlton hotel bar all the time. I would go by myself. I would get asked for my number all the time. I recently started going to the Waldorf Astoria hotel bar here in New York City because it just reopened. And my girl loves her Hilton points, okay? Somebody asked for my number recently at the hotel bar inside the Waldorf Astoria. Again, if you don't live in New York City, you can find a hotel bar near you. All the details and all the restaurants that I have been to where guys have asked for my number are broken down on my Substack for free. Tap the link in the bio, check it out.
Nah, she's right. A lot of guys actually stopped doing the in-person approach because they got beaten down by the apps and the online culture. But what she's showing is that men still want to meet people face to face, and women who are actually out in the world doing their thing still get approached. It's not complicated. Show up somewhere real, be approachable, and it still works.
Woman explains how she married young and took her husband for granted and now regrets her decision for leaving him. Let's take a look.
I was a selfish in my marriage. I've been divorced now almost 4 years, but I was married to my ex-husband 16 years and with him 18 years. And again, I was a selfish. Nothing was ever good enough. I took him for granted. He seriously rolled out the red carpet for me. He was sweet, kind, generous. He told me how much he loved me 5 times a day. He told me how beautiful I was every day. if he'd wake me up in the morning, because he knows I love massages, wake me up rubbing my shoulders. He'd rub my feet every evening while we were watching TV.
Wow.
If I said, for example, oh, I'm craving a Dr. Pepper, he'd be like, okay, let me go to the corner store and get it. He adored me. He was amazing. Like, on paper, it's what every girl wants. Seriously. And yeah, I took it for granted. And now I lost that, right? And I carried a lot of guilt because I caused it. That's my biggest regret in life, is not saving, the whole family aspect. The grass is not always greener on the other side, ladies. It's not,
Mm-hmm.
I'm good now. I feel great. And he's super happy with his girlfriend. And honestly, I could not be happier for him, because he deserved to be loved and cared about and respected, as he should have always been. So I'm so happy that he's happy.
Good for him.
Anyways, what I'm saying, ladies, the grass is not greener on the other side. If you have a good guy, take care of him. Take care of him. Trust me, there's nothing good out in these streets. He seriously set the bar. He set the bar. And ultimately, what I always wanted, I had all along. So we have good right in front of us, and we don't know how to take care of it.
I actually want to take a moment and say I respect this woman putting this out there, because for her to be fully transparent and share this to the world, there is going to be a lot of ridicule on her end, but she's being honest, and I really appreciate that. Many people won't admit this, but marry young, they don't know their worth, they have a glow up, and then there's sudden attention, and all of a sudden they want to see what else is out there. Some would call it a midlife crisis, some would call it curiosity got the best of them. And a lot of them don't know any better because there's nothing to compare it to. I think we all should take a moment to really appreciate what we have and not take it for granted. The grass is greener where you water it. What are your thoughts?
Real talk, this is what needs to happen more. A woman actually admitting she had a good man and threw it away because she got restless and thought something better was waiting. That's the pattern nobody wants to say out loud. She got her attention, got curious, and by the time she realized what she had, he was already gone and happy without her. That's the lesson right there.
Listen, the biggest mistake a woman can make is taking a good man for granted, all because she believes she has options. Let's make something clear. Just because you've got men in your DMs doesn't mean any of them love you. Don't get it twisted, ladies. Attention is not affection, and desire is not devotion. A real man, listen, the kind of man that truly loves you, he's not easy to find, because that type of man, he listens to you, he protects you, he believes in you, he invests in your growth, and he stays consistent even when you're not at your best. But you know what happens many times? You know what we do as women many times? We don't play him. We compare him to the flashy guys. We compare him to the emotionally unavailable men. Sometimes they insult him, ignore him, manipulate him, treat him like he'll always be there until he's no longer there. And then, when he finally walks away, that's when the realization kicks in. That's when you realize the truth. Those men in your inbox, they weren't really trying to build anything. They were just passing time. And now, the one who was ready to give you the world is gone. Listen, ladies, don't be fooled. Gifts aren't love. Isn't commitment. And good morning, beautiful, and those texts from strangers don't mean that you're being cherished. Sis, you can find a man who wants your body on every street, but a man who wants your soul, who wants to help you heal, who wants to build a future with you, that type of man is very rare. So if you've got a man who's consistent, who supports you, who corrects you in love, who forgives you, who invests in you and stays loyal when things aren't perfect, protect that man at all costs. Appreciate him. And stop playing games, sis. Because even the strongest man has a breaking point. And you know what? The biggest regret is realizing that you lost something that was real. You lost something that was valuable because you didn't value it when you had it in your hands.
Because you didn't tell me you had 4 kids.
Okay, and I was supposed to tell you that? I was supposed to tell you that right then when I just met you 2 days ago?
Yeah, you were supposed to tell me that. How you gonna lie?
I never lied. I just haven't told you yet. kids. I have 4 kids. Okay, so what's the problem?
You got 4 kids. That's 4 other mouths to feed. What's yours?
Okay, and so what? So are you not capable of taking care of them?
Yeah, I'm capable of taking care of them, but I don't want to. It's my choice.
So why did you feel like you needed to bring me to a date? You said that you would like the type of person that I am. So if that's the case, why is it that you don't want to go date me furthermore now?
I do like you. Like you cool, you fine. But you got 4 kids.
Okay, and?
Was you ever married?
No, I was not. I got 3 baby daddies.
Okay, you got 3 baby daddies? I know. No. Baby girl, I ain't got no problem. Listen, I like you. You cool. Man, listen, one baby daddy.
This is not even cool at this point. One baby daddy what? I don't have one baby, I have 3.
Okay, 1 kid, okay, maybe you made a mistake. 2, you pushing it. 3, no, that's just what you do. 4, no, you that type of person. That's just who you are.
Okay, so that's not who I am. That's not who you asked me.
You ain't never been married and you got 4 kids.
Okay, and I'm trying to get married, so what's the problem?
At this point, it's too late. You might well stay with you with.
That's crazy. And rude and disrespectful at the end of the day.
No. Ain't nobody being rude. Listen.
And I'm recording you just to let you know. Just so I can put you out here on how you want to treat women, single mothers. You gotta
man, listen, for me, with all the accomplishments and things that I've done, for me to get with a single mother, man, that's 7. That's 7.
It's not 7. And what's wrong with me being a single mother though? Because I'm very strong at the end of the day.
Nothing. Ain't nothing wrong with you.
My kids. I'm not asking you to take care of my kids.
You're not asking me to take care of your kids, but it's gonna go like that. You gonna say you're not asking me to take care of your kids now, and then when they get later down the road, I'm supposed to be responsible for them.
You know, at the end of the day, if you plan on being my husband, or if any man plan on being my husband, you're gonna eventually have to. You're gonna have to be there. Their dad's not in their life like that. They need a father figure. What do you mean?
Well, you need to call their daddy. 3 of them. You got options. Call one of them to do something. I mean, I'm not getting no. Listen, you cool. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna pay for the food. That's why I brought you out. I mean,
so you're not paying for the food now?
No, because you lied to me. I don't feel right. This ain't cool. You should have told me that up front.
So who's gonna pay for the food? I'm not paying. I got 4 kids.
Call one of their baby daddies. Man, listen. You got options. Call one of them.
I got 4 kids. So you telling me that you're not gonna pay for the food?
I'm not. Listen, I pay for what I got. You pay for yours. Man, no, I'm good, man. I'm good.
So you're leaving.
Look, here's what's happening. A woman meets a man, doesn't tell him she has 4 kids right away, then gets mad when he's not thrilled about it. But then she wants him to step up like a husband would. That doesn't work. You can't hide major life stuff, then expect a man to commit to a whole situation he didn't sign up for. That's not how this goes.
One of the most frustrating things about trying to date in Chicago is you go on the apps, you swipe, you say no, because no. And then you go outside and you walk down Wells and you're like, oh my God, there's so many cuties, but like, where are you?
Ladies, let me give y'all some advice real quick, okay? When you first meet a man, do not ask him to pay your bills. It's going to make him feel like that's all you want from him, or he's going to put you in a broke category. When he take you on dates, do not be strolling through your phone the whole time, and do not talk about your ex at all, because he's going to feel like you're not that interested in him, okay? Do not post him or anything y'all do on social media, because it's not their business and he's not your man yet. From my understanding, men don't like when we address ourselves as alpha women, so we gotta stop that, ladies. He will notice how hard you work. He will notice how you take care of business, and he gonna notice all the things you do for yourself. Also, let me say this. If you go to him often for advice and he notices you don't do he say, you're going to push him away, because he's going to feel like you don't value his opinion, or he's going to feel like you're not willing to listen to him.
I had a first date scheduled with a Hinge match for Thursday. Coffee. He doesn't drink. Cool. He asks me to choose the place. I politely decline. I'm a food blogger. Not going to do your work for you. So anyway, he doesn't know I'm a food blogger. Like, he knows nothing about me. I don't have that on my dating profile. So instead of choosing the place, he actually canceled our date. The task was just too large for him. He actually said, after further reviewing the assignment, I've concluded I'm not the man for the job. I wish you all the best in your New York dating journey. You can't choose a coffee shop? Good luck in your dating journey, sir. Not mine. And by the way, this is a PhD student. Like, don't you know how to do any research? Spend 5 minutes on our date, babe. Like, try a little.
Look, so she's pointing out something real here. A guy who can't just pick a coffee shop and commit to it. That's a red flag for a woman, no question. But here's what's actually happening. He asked her to choose because he wanted to give her control, right? Then when she refused to do basic planning for her own date, he realized real quick this wasn't going to work.
If you look at dating app data, there is a tendency for basically very attractive men, high status men, to do really well on dating apps, to get a lot of attention from a lot of women. And then for the bottom chunk of men, in terms of attractiveness, to get none, to just get no matches whatsoever. And this is a tendency, it's called hypergamy, female hypergamy, that women will tend to want to marry up socially. So they'll want to marry a man who is richer than them, better educated than them, more successful than them, etc. This is basically what you see when people are left to their own devices on dating apps, and you can monitor it carefully. That is basically what people do. And the problem you end up with is that when you don't have a system of monogamous marriage and you don't have the expectation that people wait, there's really nothing stopping those men from just having loads of girlfriends, maybe having at the same time, like having little harems, right? You know, not calling them that, but having basically playing the field and not being forced to commit because no one expects them to, really. And it's like good fun for those men. It's frustrating for the women because they're like having relationships with these men in the hope that it will turn into commitment, and then it never does. They end up feeling really bitter. And it's also frustrating for the less attractive men who are getting no attention whatsoever and who read me or listen to me saying revolution was good for men, and it's like, it wasn't good for me. It's, I know. There's like an inbuilt inequality.
And that's the biggest thing, is a lot of these modern women are going to escape accountability. Really, honestly and truly, you know, you do that. You do that in society. So modern women really don't have to escape. They just do. Modern women are always seeking that next level, right? So I want a man that's rich. Okay, you got a man that's rich. Oh, but he doesn't look good. Okay, you get a man that's rich and he looks good. I want a man that looks good. He's rich and he's emotionally available. Right? He makes money, but he's able to treat me well. Bingo, got it. Should be the perfect man. Could we have a man that allows me to do whatever I want? What do you mean by whatever you want? I mean, just whatever I want. Like if I were to want to go on a weekend trip with my girls. Yeah, fine, go ahead. Go to the club, you have a girls' night out. Fine. Is it a way that he could allow me to maybe, you know, do a little bit of flirting? That's okay. You know what? Sure. Just harmless, light flirting. You know, you're out on the town on the night. Harmless. Is it okay? And it just keeps on going. Is it okay if he allows me to, you know, maybe go home for the night or have a hall pass? Not with a regular person. I would only use it on a celebrity. I'm not saying that I would do it, but if it came up that the celebrity were to pull me on stage, then I would have to go. And that's when they would, and you see women doing it, modern women doing it, I should say. They'll, I took an everything shower. I'm 8 months pregnant, but I took everything shower and I went to the concert. What do you think is going to happen? I don't know. Just want to be prepared for whatever does happen. It's just really out there on their worst behavior is what it comes down to. Cannot be trusted. And then they wonder why men check out of dating.